Hello, happy Thursday. Welcome to Exercise with Exos. I have a fun beach themed workout for us today. So we're going to be spelling out beach. So I got a few different movements there. We're going to do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest or transition time. And then we're going to do a fun little finisher at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with our demos here today. So for our B here, we're gonna start off with a lateral bound. So for this, we're gonna start on one leg. We're going to slightly bend at the knee and bend at the hip. So I like to imagine this is pulling a rubber band nice and tight. So we're pulling the rubber band, we're gonna release, jump over, landing on the other leg, pushing those hips back, and then back again to the other side. So we're going back and forth, we're stabilizing before we move again. So that's our lateral bound for B. And then we're gonna go ahead and get on the ground. We're gonna do plank, knee to elbow. We're gonna alternate with the same side and then the opposite side. So on the hands and toes, bringing that core in, exhaling, coming across to the opposite side, and then we'll come to the same side. So we're exhaling as we come across, alternating, across, same. So that is that one. Then we're gonna go ahead and stand up, get in the top of our space. We're doing alternating reverse lunges here. So we're gonna step back 1 foot at a time, push the ground away as we come up, and that's what we're gonna do there. And then we're gonna go ahead and do crossover skips. So for this one, it might not feel comfortable. That is okay. We can do lateral marches instead. But for the crossover skip, we'll start on one side. We're gonna skip, we're gonna drive our knee across and over. So it's gonna look like this. So we're twisting the hips and then going back the other way. So again, if that's something that you're not comfortable with, don't do it. Don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable or to injure themselves. So if that's not feeling like it's for you today, that's a-okay. We're just gonna do a lateral march then instead. So we're not crossing over, but we're moving side to side. So that's gonna be the option there. So that is the C. And then for the H, we're gonna hold in the dead bug position. So this one is like my favorite thing to do to work on core engagement and activation. So we're gonna hold in this position, making sure that belly button is pressing into the ground. We're bringing that core together. So as we exhale, we're gonna really feel that core activate. And then that is it because we're still on beach. So that's the H. So we're gonna do that 3 times through 45, 15. And then I have a little surprise for us at the end. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our warm up. We're gonna go ahead and come to the top of our space for the world's greatest stretch. So we're gonna go ahead and interlace the fingers, grab onto the right knee and pull the right knee towards the chest. Nice big deep breath. And we're gonna exhale, step back, reverse lunge, hands on the inside of our front foot. Keeping that back leg nice and straight. We're gonna take a nice big deep breath. And we're gonna exhale, opening up towards the front leg, gazing past our thumb, getting that rotation through the neck, through the spine. We're gonna take a nice big deep breath. And we're gonna exhale, plant the hand outside of our front foot, push our hips up into our hamstring stretch. Breathing into all those tight areas. We're gonna do one more breath here. And we're gonna exhale, bring our feet together, push the ground away, and stand on up. Wonderful. We're gonna go ahead and do that same thing on the other side. So interlace those fingers, grab onto the left knee, pull the left knee towards the chest. Nice big deep belly breath. And we're gonna exhale, step back, reverse lunge. Keep that back leg nice and straight. Hands on the inside of our front foot. Opening up those hips. We're doing lots of leg stuff today. Nice big deep breath. And we're gonna exhale, opening up towards our front leg. So towards the right leg this time. We're gazing past our thumb, getting that rotation in. Nice big deep belly breath. And exhale, plant the hand outside of our front foot, We're going to scoot that back leg forward, push ourselves up into the hamstring stretch. Breathe into those tight areas. I know my hamstring was a little tight before, or as I was walking back here. So we're breathing into that tightness. Nice deep breath here into the belly. And we're going to exhale, bring your feet together, push the ground away, and stand on up. Awesome. All right, next up, we're going to do some plank to pike. Get ready for our plank, knee to opposite side elbow. So we're going to go ahead, make our way on our hands and toes. And so we're in that plank position, hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to exhale, push our hips up. We can even take a little bit of time here in this down dog position. Pedal our heels, open up our calves here. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to plank. And we're pushing up to pike. And back to plank. We're going to do 2 more coming up. And back to plank. And last one, pushing up. But then as we're here, we're going to go ahead and walk our hands towards our feet. Even stay here for a second. Stretch out our hamstrings a little bit more. Then we're going to go ahead and stand up. We are ready to rock and roll. So 3 rounds, 45-15. We're starting with our lateral bound for Spell and Beach. Getting the timer going here. 3, 2, 1, and go. So, starting on one side, one leg, push those hips back. We're landing nice and soft. So we want to land in almost the same position that we jumped from. Making sure, I do want us to try and push ourselves to not let the other leg touch the ground. If you need to, for stability, please do that. I would rather your foot touch down than you fall over. We really want to try and get as much air as we can, going out as far as we can. Pushing ourselves here. Again, landing nice and soft. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, plank. Knee the same and opposite side elbow. So we're alternating one side at a time. 3, 2, 1. So hands are underneath the shoulders. We're on those toes. We're exhaling, bringing the knee up with the core. Whoops. And we're alternating. So we're going to do 1 on each elbow on the same side and then 1 alternating. It does help too if we're starting to feel our low back or our upper back like round a little bit. We'll screw those hands into the ground. And then I really like to imagine that the core is zipping up. And that's what brings the knees up with it. Really want to use that core to bring the knees up. 3, 2, 1. All right. Whew. Those are going to make my core so sore tomorrow. All right. We're coming to the top of our space, alternating reverse lunges, starting with whichever leg you'd like. 3, 2, 1. So we're stepping back, front knee over the second toe, chest over the arch of the front foot. We're driving through that heel. So heel, big toe, little toe. But the more we focus on driving through the heel, that's going to help us activate those glutes. So we're going to feel a lot of glute movement here, a little bit in our quads. Something that I like to do to make sure that I am feeling it in the glutes, especially on my right side. My right side glute is like tired all the time, I guess, because it's just not activated as well. So I like to step back and then bring my back leg off the ground as I drive through that heel. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have our crossover skips. Again, if that's not comfortable, you can do a lateral march or a lateral skip, whatever feels good. 3, 2, 1. So we're coming again. If we're skipping, we're going up, over, and across. So we're going to drive the knee as we double tap. And then again, the other way. You can also, if you are more comfortable trying instead of the lateral march, you can always try and march this way, which I know is going to be a little funky and like stepping forward as well. So if you're more comfortable doing that instead of skipping, we can do that, because that's going to work on our core, our anti-rotation, but also still working on that knee drive. Same thing if we're doing a lateral march, we're still working on the knee drive, pushing off of the other foot. 3, 2, 1. All right. I don't know. I just thought that one was fun, so I threw it in there. Why not make fitness fun, right? All right. Dead bug hold for our H. Getting ready here. 3, 2, 1. So again, belly button is pressed into the ground. Knees are directly above the hips, hands above the shoulders. Focus on the breath. I want us to pretend like we're breathing through a straw. So as we do that, our core is going to come down and together. So I want us to acknowledge what that feels like and replicate it every time we breathe. That's how we want to activate that core. So that's what I was saying, like this, holding a dead bug, it looks very easy. But the more you do it, I promise by round 3, it's going to be tired. But 3, 2, 1. That really is my favorite way to like work on the mind to muscle connection of the core. So standing on up, we got lateral bounds coming up next. 3, 2, 1. So we're getting into round 2 here. Again, now that we've already done it one time, we can start to push a little bit more. So again, I like the analogy, we're here, we're pulling the rubber band. So we're loading that hip and we're exploding up and we're landing exactly the way that we took off. So same thing on the other side here. So I landed this way, but I'm also ready to jump and come to that side. So that's what I really want us to work on here. So this is really good to work on our landing mechanics. We're landing nice and soft and loading our glutes. 3, 2, 1. All right. Plank, knee to elbow. So opposite, opposite, same, same. I think alternating is really throwing me off today. 3, 2, 1. So we're bringing our belly button into our spine, bringing our core together. So we're zipping that core up. And then we're going to exhale, bring the knee across, and then to the same. Really focusing on that exhale. If you need to take a second, take a second. And then we're going right back in, keeping that good plank position, trying to stay as flat as we can. We're doing awesome. Now these ones are definitely hard on the core and the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. All right. Reverse lunges, alternating reverse lunges, starting the top of our space. We're getting ready here. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to start facing this way. So really important here, we want our foot that is going back to step directly behind that same hip. If we're here, we're going to be really wobbly. That's going to take away from the movement. We want to act like we're on train tracks here. So my right leg is going to step back on that train track, and then the left leg is going to do the same thing. Great job. Knee over the arch of the second, knee over the second toe, chest over the arch of the front foot. I see it pretty often here when we feel it more in the back leg than the front leg. We are stepping back too far. 3, 2, 1. It's all about finding the Goldilocks. How far close do we need to step? All right, we got crossover, skips, marches, lateral marches, whatever feels good. 3, 2, 1. So if we're not marching, so my right knee is coming across, planting, and I'm turning around with the other way. So then the left knee is coming across, planting, turning, and turning. So like I said, it's a lot of that hip motion, which is really good to strengthen a lot of different movements there. Definitely can see this being really good for sports like softball or baseball, where you got to snap your hips a lot, which I guess is probably why I like it, because it reminds me of playing again. Like I said, I thought this one was fun, so I thought I'd incorporate it. 3, 2, 1. So it's fun. It starts with a C. It fits in with the beach theme. All right. So we're gonna lay on our back. We're gonna hold our dead bug. Then we're gonna go through again. 3, 2, 1. So hands above the shoulders, knees above the hips, belly button into the ground. Again, breathe through that straw. Focus on the breath. If we're starting to feel it in our hip flexors, go ahead, reset. Really push that belly button in the ground, bringing our core together. So we zip the core up. We have our 6-pack, right? We want to bring each side of those together. So we act like we're pushing our stomach together, basically. It's the best way that I can describe it. Like I said, this is my favorite way to kind of engage it a little bit better. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last round, we have our lateral bounce first. And once we're done, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to finish off with our next dead bug hold. And then I said I have a surprise. So you all might be able to guess what it is. I'll give you a hint. It starts with a B, and we're not doing it right now. I think that pretty much gave it away, but we're gonna do a quick Tabata. We're gonna do 4 rounds. We're gonna do some burpees, and then we're gonna march it out. We're gonna do that four times through. So that's 2 minutes, and then we're gonna be done for the day. So we're finishing strong with this round. 3, 2, 1. All right. So we got plank, knee to elbow, same side, and then opposite side. Bringing the core. So we have our 6-pack. We're bringing it together. 3, 2, 1. So screw those hands in the ground, locking in the upper back. Exhale, coming across. And we're continuing on next week with our beach theme. We got, Joan gave me the idea this morning. I think it was splash. So I think I'm gonna be spelling out splash next week. If it's not splash, it was something water related. I really feel like it was splash. If it's not, we're doing splash next week, and we'll do Joan's idea the following week. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna stand up. We got alternating reverse lunges. But if anyone has any other ideas, feel free to let me know. We got a lot of options. 3, 2, 1. So we're stepping back, pushing through that front heel. So like I was saying at the end of last time, what happens if we step too far back and our chest is too far up? Right now, I only feel that in my back leg. And then I'm pushing off. I feel it less in the front leg. But if I step a little bit closer, keep that weight forward, then I push through, I'm gonna feel that in my glutes a little bit better, and also in the front leg better. So that is a goal with this movement. We wanna feel it in the front leg, pushing through. Great job. We're finishing strong. 3, 2, 1. All right, crossover, skips or marches, dead bug hold, 2 Tabata burpees. That's what's coming up. 3, 2, 1. Come across, skipping. Again, if we're marching, still drive the knee, plant and twist, step, twist, plant, twist, basically. So if you're skipping, the same thing. We're gonna face lots of directions with our hips. We want our shoulders to face forward though. So it's just the bottom rotating. That's going to work on our core. Also, driving that knee up is also going to work on our core a little bit more too. So come across, keeping everything nice and tight. Great job. We're almost there. I know I kind of like these jumping ones because it reminds me of like, you know, being a kid in summertime, skipping. 3, 2, 1. You know, a little bit of hopscotch in there, all that fun stuff. All right, we got a dead bug hold, and then we got 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So then we got 15 seconds. We're gonna get ready. I'm gonna fling this mat away because the other day when we were doing burpees, I almost slipped and fell because of the mat. So I'm not doing that anymore. Not doing them on the mat. So please, everyone at home, be careful of what you have near you and what you may or may not step on. Great job. So like I was saying, we have 15 seconds after this. We're gonna get ready for 20-10 burpees times 4. So we're also gonna march in between, but you can also just catch your breath if that feels better for you. We got this. 3, 2, 1. So you may have thought, wow, we must not be doing burpees today because that wasn't the B. You thought wrong. Sorry, but not today. We're still doing burpees. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's take my glasses off too. So we do not have to do a push-up here if you would like to push yourself, because we did not do any push-ups in the circuit. Making sure we're landing with that whole foot on the ground. We don't want to just jump on the toes. Whole foot. 3, 2, 1. All right. 1 down, 3 to go. Deep breaths. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to try and leave these on because I cannot see without them. All right. We got this. Laying on the whole foot. Try, if you counted how many you did last time, try and get one more this time. 3, 2, 1. Want to try and keep it up. Try and aim to get the same amount of burpees every time, every round. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. I'm already out of breath. Okay. That's what happens when you talk while you are doing burpees. There's extra cardio. My legs are getting tired. We got this. Keep pushing. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got one more. Then we're going to cool down. We're going to be on the ground on our backs. 3, 2, 1. Last time through. And then we can grab water. And we'll make our way on the ground. On our backs. Finish strong. No, it's hard. We got this. 3, 2, 1. And that is it for the circuit. So go ahead, grab a sip of water if you need it. And we're going to be on the ground, on our backs for our cool down. So we're going to start to slow the breath down. We're going to do my favorite. We're going to cool down with some bretzel. Move my mat a little bit. So we're going to go ahead, come onto your side, whichever side you would like. I'm going to lay on the side. We are going to take our top knee. We're going to come up, over, and across. Our knee and ankle are going to stay on the ground. Our bottom hand is going to go on the top knee, just like that. The top hand, we're going to go ahead, grab the bottom foot or ankle. We're going to inhale to prepare. And we're going to exhale, bringing that top shoulder towards the ground. So I'm take my glasses off. While we are here, we're going to breathe nice and deep in through the nose, into the belly. And we're exhaling, sighing away the tension we feel in our bodies. This is a great stretch to open up our chest, We're opening up our back, we're getting rotation. We're also stretching out our bottom quad and the top hip as well. So this is hitting everything as well as helping us work on the breath, calm the heart rate down, get our bodies ready to rest and recover. Great job. We're gonna go ahead and do one more deep breath on this side. And after we have finished that exhale, when we're ready, we can gently release the bottom leg, come out of that, and then we'll go ahead and switch over onto the other side. So again, we're gonna be on our side. I'm gonna take that top leg up, over and across, knee and ankle on the ground, bottom hand on top of the top knee, bottom leg, we're gonna grab onto the bottom of our ankle with our top hand. We're gonna inhale to prepare. And we're gonna exhale, opening the top shoulder towards the ground. So the goal here would be to get that top shoulder all the way to the ground. Mine is not there, so it is okay if yours isn't. The more you do this and the more you work on rotation, the closer the shoulder will get to the ground. I have to say, I have been doing this stretch almost every day, and I'm able to get closer to the ground, working on my back, my lower back tension. It also helps, again, release the tension we feel in the front quad or in our quads, which can help with our hip flexors, and then really opening up the glutes in the low back here. So we are really hitting everything. Still breathing in through the nose, into the belly. And then exhaling, sighing away the tension. We're gonna do one more breath on this side. And after we finish that exhale, you can gently release the bottom leg. And then feel free to stay laying on the ground, or you can make your way onto your hands and knees from your side. And that is gonna be all the time we have for today's beach themed class. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that, had a little bit of fun with those new movements today. We have the rest of our classes this week, all at the regular times. You can find that up on SharePoint. Type Exos at Autodesk into Autodesk One. Our class schedule is up there. We got Summer Shred happening on Slack right now, so you can still sign up, you can participate. We're posting there every morning. And then today is also National Hydration Day. So we definitely got a nice workout in. We got a little bit of sweat. Make sure we drink water. Make sure we eat enough salt and potassium, get our electrolytes in, because that is important for hydration as well. So thank you all for coming. Great job. And I'll see y'all soon.